After 43 days of chaos and finger pointing, Washington is finally breathing again. But the smoke hasn't even cleared before the next explosion hit. The longest US government shutdown in history has officially ended. Yet within hours of President Trump signing the emergency funding bill to reopen federal agencies, Democrats dropped a political bombshell that's already setting off shockwaves across the country. In a move that caught even members of their own caucus by surprise, Democrats unveiled a new Obamacare subsidy expansion, reigniting one of the most polarizing debates in American politics. The proposal would boost Affordable Care Act tax credits, inject billions into healthcare funding, and expand access to low-income programs, a bold play just as the government doors swing open again. Democratic leaders say the timing was strategic, to protect families struggling with healthcare costs during the shutdown, but Republicans call it a stunt designed to hijack the headlines and humiliate the administration. Democrats passed the ACA and the tax credits themselves, said Texas Congressman Pat Fallon. So shutting down the government to make a point about their own law made no sense. This was about control, not compassion. Behind the scenes, GOP insiders claim Chuck Schumer faced mounting pressure from progressives to prove his loyalty to the far left wing of the party, especially as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez gains national traction. One strategist close to the White House called it a shutdown built on fear, not policy. Meanwhile, the economic fallout and recovery is painting a complicated picture. With the shutdown over, Wall Street saw a sharp rebound, as the Dow climbed more than 300 points in early trading. But while Washington fought, businesses quietly voted with their feet. New data shows major corporations leaving high-tax states like New York and California, relocating to Texas, Florida, and Tennessee, where lower taxes and friendlier regulations are reshaping the map of American industry. Even banking giant JP Morgan now employs more workers in Texas than in New York, a milestone few could have imagined a decade ago. Elsewhere, federal crackdowns in Chicago are being credited for a stunning reduction in violent crime, with carjackings down nearly 50% and homicides down 60%. Supporters hail it as proof that direct federal involvement can make cities safer, while critics argue it's an overreach that threatens local authority. And in New York City, newly elected socialist mayor Zohran Mamdani is making national headlines of his own, promising to make housing and healthcare human rights. But his first budget proposal, critics say, is built on optimistic math and short-term funding. Still, his message is resonating with working-class voters frustrated by decades of political gridlock. So yes, the shutdown may be over, but the drama is far from done. Healthcare wars, state migrations, and ideological clashes are reshaping the American landscape. What began as a fight over a budget has turned into a battle for the country's direction, and everyone's watching to see who blinks next. The Capitol's doors are open once again, but behind them, another storm is brewing.